Welcome to Expert Channel TV. Mystery guest, not so mysterious any longer, Svet Dimitrov.
Hello.
And my name is
Very
Zuzana,
powerful.
but you don't have to bother with it. I mean, not you, because obviously you can say it by now, but all the viewers, right? So if there are people living under a rock or people following us not knowing that we are biz partners, then we should just briefly tell them that we've been working together for like more than a year or so, and we have created a digital course. And this time we are telling the world about the ins and outs of creating a digital course and how it went for us.
Yeah. Well, it's been more than 2 years since we've known each other. And last year, no, it was 2017 at the end that we decided to team up and flex our online course creation and copywriting muscles to the world.
Exactly. And I remember that my idea came from the problem that I identified in the market, seeing that a lot of the services pages and online course creation registration pages where online course creators were selling their courses lacked a lot of the things that you did for your clients, right? Because at that time we were running a boot camp with another lady, my sister namely, and you pinpointed some of the highlights, I mean lowlights of that sales page that I wrote. After several days and months of research, no, it wasn't months, but it was like weeks to research how to write a sales page and so on and so forth. And then I did it, and then you supervised it, and then it converted like crazy. So that is when I thought that so this is it, we need somebody like you, and of course we need to create a course about it.
And of course we did.
So how was it for you? For me, obviously it was good fun, and I know that we packed a lot of value in there, but how did you like it? What was your highest point of it or lowest point of it?
Well, I think if we start with the lowest and grow higher, it was when because we started out with 3 different boot camps or master classes, and the first one where we had quite a few people, and it was the first ever master class, and something went wrong with I think we were going to shoot it somewhere else, but then we did it on Zoom. And there was something wrong, and then people were waiting. Oh, it was supposed to be in our Facebook group or something like.
No, it was Webinar Ninja, my webinar platform. But we.
Oh, that's right. There you go.
And we tested it out because
working.
we wanted to have a split screen webinar, splitting the screen between you and me, and sometimes the slides, and we couldn't make it happen.
Yeah, and then we had to share the slides as well, and so it was quite frustrating. And then I had to act immediately. I just went on Zoom, bought it because I have to buy the paid version so as to be able to stream for more than 40 minutes. And ever since then, I've been using Zoom, but that's another story. The thing was like, this was our lowest point because it was crazy, but at the same time, we had to take very quick decisions, and we did it. Then we did 2 master classes, and then we upgraded all 3 of them and combined them in a course. And so the highest point was that probably when you contacted me and said, do you want this masterclass to like, I think we had first a live video, and then you said, how about we do a masterclass? I was like, okay, let's do that. And then let's do a course, because I've been meaning to create something like this, but I needed a fair Hungarian push. So I go.
Yeah, I remember at that time I was doing Facebook Lives called BB's Talks, and there I shared, there my guests share their expertise and their journey online, and I know that a lot of the questions were centered around how to write words that sell. And this is why we created first the name Copy That Sells, and then we Sales Copy Done Right. We changed it to Sales Copy Done Right, because a lot of the times people are afraid to sell, whereas we have a completely different perspective on selling as well, right?
Yeah. Well, most of the time people want to sell, they are like posting random stuff, and at some point, okay, I'm gonna create this, and then I'm just gonna share it and everybody will buy it, and then crickets, because they have been first of all confusing the audience by sharing different stuff. Secondly, they haven't been providing any value or very little value, and then they just create something. It could be even a low price, a low tier ticket, like $25 or even one digit, and they expect people to buy, but it's when you have to take out your credit card and buy, it's a completely different thing, and you have to have that authority, rapport, and trust built in advance before you can even start asking for money. And you build that by being consistent with your message and by sharing value.
Exactly, and this is what one of the units in the course teaches, storytelling, right? So the way you can provide value and the way you can establish your authority, it's all in that course. But let's just quickly go back to the lowest point. So we had to make decisions quickly, and we had to turn the story around that masterclass, and still that was the starting point of an online course creation journey. So how could you flip this script internally so that I could get you to creating 2 more masterclasses and then upgrading it into a course? So is there any mindset shift, or is there any perspective that helped you create the course? That you would, obviously you are not a teacher, you never taught before, and then suddenly you were in the position of creating a course.
That's a great question. Well, I've had some experience with when I was in the university. I guess that has helped me a lot, because we had many presentations, especially during my master thesis. We had to do a lot of research, and we had to do a lot of presentations in front of the whole group, which was sometimes more than 100 people. So this was a great help. And the thing about copywriting, and the thing about when you create something actually, but when you have to write something, the most important, the crucial element is research. And I had a lot of experience doing research for a lot of the things that I have been doing in the past. So research never scares me. Sometimes it's daunting, but it's never too scary as to some other people. And most people actually, they neglect research, and they think they can just Google something for 5 minutes and then they are done. And this is their most critical error, that they believe that they can create something with just their, let's say, most of the time limited knowledge. And I hope I'm not offending somebody, but if you want to create something, you have some knowledge, but then it's better to make all that research and have, let's say, 15% more knowledge, but then you have also better structure. And yeah, this was the main element that was I would say critical for the course, to have that all that research done. And also by research I mean getting through my head and getting everything on a piece of paper and then on the screen, and then giving everything a structure, because it was all sometimes all random thoughts, and then when you put them together, then it makes much more sense.
Yeah, exactly. So what kind of service-based business could benefit from a digital course now that you have, because we are doing a lot of sales page audits for different service-based businesses, as so those of the people who are in our Facebook group, for them, and we have seen a fair amount of different services being offered online. Or who do you, or what type of service-based business do you think could most benefit from a digital course?
Well, I could say that there's a broad spectrum of people who could benefit from a digital course. Everybody that's who is doing business online can benefit from a digital course, obviously, but yeah, our focus with this course is mainly coaches and consultants that are doing their job online. So yeah, coaches and consultants definitely can benefit from digital courses, and they can also create digital courses that can benefit their clients as well.
Awesome.
So it's a two-way street.
Yeah, obviously, because we also see that there are people who join us just for a sales page audit. Then there are people who are buying our course and they do it for themselves. They don't even use our bonus as a that they get a free sales page audit. And then there are people who hire us to coach them, right? Or yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's quickly recap. The lowest moment of your digital course creation journey was at the very beginning. I mean, right after the very beginning, when you said yes to it. And still, with your mindset, you could create a course, and so all service-based businesses like coaches and consultants, you believe could benefit from a course, right?
Yeah, definitely. It was good that the lowest point was at the very beginning, because then it's only progress. Although sometimes you don't see it. Well, yeah, it's like a roller coaster ride.
Yeah.
The good thing is that the roller coaster is steadily going up, but sometimes it's just like going down, because it's, you know, it's that mindset that's telling you, okay, this was not very good, this email didn't convert that well, nobody opened this one and that one, and then these are the motivating factors. But many people believe that motivation comes first, when it's the other way around. When you act on it and when you're consistent, you see that roller coaster is actually going up, maybe slowly, because most of the time when it's going that slowly, it means that you are not ready for the big drop or for the big wow.
Exactly. So thank you for being here and telling the world how awesome it is to create a digital course.
It was my pleasure talking to you.